So I got as much landscape fabric as I can get laid down based on how much cardboard I had available, and I ran out. So this is where I had to stop at right here. And as you can see, I didn't lay the side down over there because I need more cardboard to lay down, and plus I'm gonna have to put another layer of landscape fabric over that. So I didn't want to pin that down just to put another piece of landscape fabric over it and waste pins, you know. So I'm gonna just wait until I get more cardboard so I can continue this process. And up and down through here, I'm gonna put edging stones to surround the whole thing. So when I put the gravel in, I got the edging stones to keep the gravel in place and still allow for me to edge my lawn without kicking up rocks. This is the back side of it right here. And I still got that to do, this side right here. And I still got this side. So this one whole row of landscape fabric should do the trick. I got 3, but I really don't think I'm gonna need 3. So that turned out to be good for me because I got other projects that I'm gonna be doing out here that I'm sure are gonna need landscape fabric, because I'm gonna take a lot of this grass. Let me show you. I'm gonna remove a lot of this grass. I got a lot of empty space that I can use to plant vegetation and stuff like that. Fruit trees, fruit bushes, all that type of stuff. And I'm gonna put a fire pit area down here. So y'all gonna be with me through this whole journey to see what I do. And y'all get to see the transformation unfold with me. So until I'm able to get the cardboard from work, I guess this project is at a standstill for now. For the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have some decent weather, like staying above 40. So I can still come out here and do that. And I think that's about it. So the mission for the rest of the month is to get more cardboard boxes so I can finish up this project, and then prepare to have the landscaping company bring me gravel so I can lay that down. And then we can get the finishing up the planter beds. You know, I'm gonna make this a sub-irrigated planter. So they call it a sip garden, where I don't have to come out here and hand water it. Hand watering is like watching paint dry, and man, I ain't the one for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try this sip garden, and if it don't work, then I'll go ahead and do the hand watering. But I'm pretty confident that it will. But I do have another project I'm working on. I'm gonna do sip containers for my fruit bushes, so I'm gonna record that as well. I'm not gonna give a tutorial because it's a ton of tutorials on YouTube on how to do that, and I'm not finna bore y'all. But I'll show you all the end result of it, and I'll show you the bushes and plants that I got from where did I get them from? Sam's Club. I got strawberries and I got raspberries, and I'm gonna go back and get a blueberry bush, and that will be my fruit for the summer. I'm gonna try that first, and then we'll see how that goes. And if it goes well, then I'll look into purchasing some more fruit bushes. I want this whole backyard to be edible. I want like a Willy Wonka type feel back here. You know, if you all seen that movie Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, where everything was edible. Now, of course, the grass won't be edible, and the bushes I have in the back, the arborvitaes I got in the back, won't be edible, but I want everything else to be edible. I think that's just a cool thing, not to have to go to the grocery store for stuff that you can grow on your property for the free. Well, I guess not for the free, since you're paying property taxes, but you know what I'm saying. It's still your land and your property, and you're able to do stuff like that. So I think that's cool. But enough of the talking. I'll show you all what I do with my sip containers when I get those all situated. All right, y'all, let me explain this one to y'all. As y'all saw the first example I showed y'all of this corrugated pipe right here, I was able to stick this end into that end, but I was only able to do that because of this reducer right here. So when I cut the other pieces for the other planters, I had to do something a little different. So what I did was I put fabric at the end of these, and then I zip tied them together so they kind of gave that kind of closed feeling like that one did. So this is the design I had to come up with. And then I cut the hole out for the drainage at 3 inches from the inside of this pipe, because the inside diameter of the pipe is 4 inches. So I put that holes at 3 inches, and this is the outside of it right here. And then I put landscape fabric around it because I was told from the other videos that mosquitoes like to come inside this hole and nest and stuff, so we don't want that. So I got it sticking out maybe about 1.5 inches from the outside of the container. I'm gonna throw some silicone around here to make sure that I don't get any leaking on the outside. Excuse me for the ashy hands, they bad, bro. Look at that. That's because I'm out here working. And this is gonna be my fill tube. It's about 1/4 inch PVC, and I got it going into there. And then I plugged this up with landscape fabric because I wasn't comfortable with dirt getting inside of there. So this should fix that. It ain't too bad, and I have it stuffed all the way in there, so nothing can fall inside of here. But this is the first planter, and I'm gonna have to do the last one like that, because I was able to cut a pipe just like that one. So I'm gonna have to do to this one like I did to that one. And then that one is gonna be easy because I'm able to put the pipe inside itself without having to make these alterations. So that's what we're doing, and then I'll show you all the end result. Okay, 3 down, 1 more to go. This is the one I was able to stuff the pipe within itself. Got my PVC. This is a 1 1/4 PVC pipe, schedule 40. It don't matter the kind. I was just letting you all know what I'm using today. And I got the lawn hose because I figure I shouldn't have to worry about that decaying or anything like that. Here's the other where I couldn't make the pipe fit in the pipe. So what I did was put the fabric, landscape fabric on both ends to keep the dirt out. Then I pushed the tube through the fabric. See, but over here, the hose is going straight into the pipe right here. This one might be sitting a little bit lower than those. Yeah, I think so. Man, it's all good. Ain't no biggie. It'll still work. And then here go the third one right here. Same setup as that one. Use the lawn hose, punctured the landscape fabric to put that through, and then there's my PVC. And I got them leaning to the back so that they will stay out of the way of the bushes, so it ain't interrupting anything. But yeah, this is what I got right here. I'm excited to see how the plant's gonna grow in this thing. I picked this wide PVC because it shouldn't take me long to fill it up. Just sit the water hose in there, let it run, fill all that up, and then once it starts pouring out of that drain hose, then we should be good to go. And then what I'm also gonna do is buy a cap for these for these pipes, so nothing tries to go in there and lay eggs like mosquitoes or gnats or anything like that. And this is the final result. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Oh man, I gotta show y'all the bushes, the berries and stuff that I got. Hold on. All right, these are the raspberries I got from Sam's Club. What are these? Raspberry Purple Royalty and Raspberry Fall Gold. I never had orange raspberries before, so I'm interested to see how those taste. If I don't like them, then I'll swap it out for, ooh-wee, that was close. Swap it out for something else. So I get two plants. This was like $14, so these were like $7 a piece, so you can't beat that, man. So each one of these will get its own container over there. And then my strawberries right here, Strawberry All-Stars. So I'm hoping these joints sweet. Hope they taste way better in the store. I ain't never got to go back in there and grab me no strawberries ever again, if this will work out for me. But I don't know how many. 40 rooted plants. Sheesh. Hey, I'm gonna need some more buckets, to be honest with you. 40, I need to see how many can fit in that 22-inch bucket planter. We're gonna see. Well, it's gonna be some good eating this summer. Sure. All right, but that's all I got for y'all today. Let y'all take one more look at these things. And like I said, it's many videos on YouTube on how to create these. If you don't want to be having to worry about, man, I like this one for real. This is my favorite. I ain't gonna even hold you. Man, I like that. Yep. If y'all wondering how to make these things, just look them up on YouTube and you'll be able to find it. And if you're wondering why I got the pipe so tall, it's because I'm 6'3", and these things are gonna be on the ground, and I'm not about to be bending over trying to put water in these things. So at my height, these things come up to a little bit above the knee. A little bit above the knee. So I'm good. I got long arms, so I'll just, boom, water hose right there. But again, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll get at you all later when it's time to plant these things. And by the time it's time to plant them, I will have that 4th planter ready to go for the blueberries. I'm gonna get blueberries next. All right, I appreciate you all watching. Y'all be safe out there, and God bless you. I'm out.
One life to live, and you must choose what you're going